Hey guys, welcome to the Vulcan blog. I am Dr. Sean Hiller. I'm with my assistant today, Dr. Clay Higginbotham, and we're going to talk through what RNT is, Reactive Neuromuscular Training. This has been a technique that has been used in the powerlifting, weightlifting, fitness world for decades now. And a lot of us PTs, we like to claim this, but really this is a strength conditioning technique that's been used for forever, and it's still used today in the gym, particularly when you're dealing with a squat shift. When you're leaning to one side, you can also see it used for the deadlift. Today we're going to cover the squat and a little bit of the deadlift too with RNT. But first off, I want to talk about reactive neuromuscular training is actually a branch of something that PTs are very familiar with, PNF, proprioceptive neuromuscular facilitation. We use it for a lot of neurological patients, stroke victims, guys like that. RNT is a branch of that. We've been using this for quite a long time, but again, strength conditioning has made this very popular. So to give an example, Clay, if you could give us a back squat, and let's turn around face the other way so they can see a shift. If you could just create a shift to one side. Well, let's say first off, let's just do a normal squat. Let's just look at Clay's squat first off. Go ahead and sit at the bottom for me. So let's see if his normal squat has a little bit of shift. So Becca, if you can come in here really close, we can see if this is his dead line right here, his natural squat. He is over a little bit on the right side of his body. We see less of his right calf than we do of his left calf. So he has a natural squat. Go ahead and stand up. So now we have to ask the question, what do we do to shift him back to center and back over to the left? And this is a very, very minor squat shift. This is what we would call a dominant squat shift. He's right-handed, so he's gonna shift over to his dominant side. That's where he's stronger, but we're gonna try to get him back to neutral. In real life, I'm probably not gonna worry about this unless he has issues. But for today, focus, we're gonna try to shift him back. So we got two options to do that with RNT. First option is we can do a mechanical shift. So because he's shifting to the right, we can put a pad under his right foot or something to elevate his right foot. And what's gonna happen is his body is going to naturally load the left leg more because he's off balance and because the right leg is lifted higher than the left. So go ahead and give me a normal squat, Clay, and let's see what happens. So you can see here, one more time, sit at the bottom for me for a second. So you can see here, he shifted a little bit more to neutral. He's still over on the right side a little bit more, but he's gonna feel a lot more of the weight and resistance on his left leg because he has more load on the left side now. Go ahead and stand back up. So that's a mechanical way to do it. That's a fine way to train a squat shift and to move away from an aberrant squat. If this isn't working, let me grab this pad. The gold standard for RNT, and this is more within that branch of proprioceptive neuromuscular facilitation, is a neurological RNT shift. So I'm gonna loop this band around Clay. Don't do this at home. So we're gonna put the band around Clay. And because he's shifting to the right, I'm actually gonna pull him further to the right when he's squatting. What's gonna happen is, very similar to if I took Clay and I just pushed against him and told him not to move, he's gonna naturally push against me. He's gonna put more force to the direction that we're pushing. So if I pull him this way, he's gonna automatically shift to the left. So let's go ahead and go through that squat, and I'm gonna pull you, and I want you to fight against me. Look at the difference there in his squat. And come back up. You can see he was much further over to the left when we had something pulling him to the right. There's pros and cons to both of these. You can put the barbell down if you need to. When we're using the mechanical shift, if someone is shifting over to the right, like Clay was, it could be a couple of different issues, but he's probably trying to deload the left leg. There could be an issue with the left side of his body. It could be some type of weakness there, or maybe he's just dominant and he's using his right side. That's probably more likely for his case, but you also do have a knee issue going on right now. But is it on the right knee? It's the right knee, yeah. So he has the dominance on the right side when he's squatting. So a mechanical shift is going to load the left leg more and hopefully build more resilience in the left leg and make the left side stronger. That's probably how we would approach what's going on with him. The band for the neurological RNT, when we're pulling him over, that is going to load his right leg more. So if his right leg is already much stronger than the left leg, we probably don't want to do this because we're going to continue to to make that leg more dominant. We want to do something that's going to shift him to the non-dominant side and build up that side. Just 2 tools you can use for RNT, and it's the same concept for a deadlift. Hop into a deadlift real quick for me and face the other way. Yeah. So same concept, and if we replicate, let's say he has another right-sided shift. So he's going down to the deadlift, and we see his hips shift over to the right. Go ahead and shift a little bit more to the right. So you can see this by where his glutes are. You can see more of his center of mass is over his right heel and less of it's on the left side. This is how you can determine this. So we can do the same concept. We can put him on a pad. We can put this right foot on a pad. For the mechanical deadlift, as he goes down, you can see it's going to shift him further over to the left. Again, this leg's more loaded on the mechanical side. This leg is less loaded. Okay, come back up. And then when we do the band, so I can put this band around him, I'm just gonna use my hands. Go ahead and come down. If I'm using the band here, now we're loading the right leg more and we're deloading the left. So pick your poison, decide which pros you wanna use and which cons are worth it. I'm gonna put that down. But that is reactive neuromuscular training in a nutshell. Again, this has been around for 60 or 70 years. Powerlifters have made this famous because they're the ones who, when you see a squat shift or a deadlift shift, you know it and it affects them tremendously because they're squatting, 600-700 pounds. So it matters a lot. But yeah, guys, if you have any questions, let us know in the comments. Hope this was helpful. If this was helpful to you, please like this video, subscribe to our channel, and ring that notification bell so you never miss out on an opportunity to enhance what moves you. We'll see y'all next time.